Yes. So let's start. So in the last class, we are discussing about the loops concept, right? So in the last class, we have seen about the while loops. So how the while loops will work. So let's have a small recap, whatever we have done in the last class. That is loops means doing the same thing, repetition of the work or repetition of the code is called as loop, right? Repeating the same. Now, whereas for loop and we are having while loop. So now for loop, what is for loop? For loop means for each item it is going to do, where while loop is going to be worked on the whenever the condition satisfies, till the condition satisfies. So there is a while. After the while, we have to write some condition and the condition, and we have to write the block of code. So now it is going to check this condition or test expression. Test expression is also called as condition. So now it is going to check this test expression. If the test expression is true, means it is going to execute the block of while. Again, from here, it will come back to the test expression only. Again, it will check. If it is again true, means execute the block of while. Again, it will go back. Again, it will check the test expression. Like this, multiple times it will do. Whenever the test expression is false, it will come out of the loop. Not out of the cell, not out of the program. It will come just out of the loop. Just out of the loop. Right. So in the last class, we have seen multiple examples related to this. That is while writing the condition, one condition, and every time we have to, if you are considering like comparison operators or something, some value or assigning, means this value has to be incremented or decremented. Otherwise, it is going, if it is fixed like that, for example, x is equal to 6, every time it is fixed, it will neither increase, it will neither decrease. Okay, inside. Okay, you have neither given the increment or decrement. Let us assume this part was not there. Now every time it is going to be fixed. X is equal to 6 is always fixed. Okay, or with respect to you're comparing with x double equal to 0, and where you have initialized the x is equal to 0 and you have fixed this one. So this code will be always fixed and it is called as infinite loop. So that is the reason, since it is going to fall into the infinite loop, we are either going to increment or decrement this one. So by using the incrementation or decrement, now this condition will fail at some point of time, right? After executing certain lines, it is going to fail. For example, sir, I don't know till how many times I'm going to iterate, sir. I don't know initially, maybe 10 times, maybe 20 times, maybe 40 times, maybe 50 times. I don't know exact number, how many times we are going to iterate. Then you are going to take the while true only. You don't know with respect to how many times you are going to iterate. The only option we are having is while true. So when we are considering with while true, automatically it is infinite number of times. Whenever our requirement satisfied, that is condition satisfied, immediately we are going to say that once the condition is satisfied, we are going to break the loop, right? So when we are in the notes, you can write, sir, when we are going to use the while loop. While loop will be used. While loop will be used. While loop will be used whenever you don't know the number of iterations. Whenever you don't know, whenever we don't know the number of iterations initially itself. Number of iterations initially itself. For example, you don't know how many number of iterations you have to take initially itself. Then simply go with the while true. While true, that is infinite loop. Whenever the condition satisfies, automatically break the loop by using the break, right? So these are all the examples which we have seen, and the break, the importance of break I have told you. So it is going to check the condition, and based on the condition, once the condition is satisfied, it is going to, this condition is satisfied, inside that break is there or not. It is going to check whether the break is there or not. If the break is there inside the condition, if the break is also available, then it is going to break, means it will stop the remaining loop of the part and it will come out of the exit of the loop. Whenever the word of break is there, it will come out of the loop. Okay. So the moment the break got executed, immediately will come out of the loop. Whether it is a while loop, whether it is a for loop, whether it is an infinite loop, whatever the type of loop, it will come out of the loop whenever the word of break get executed, right? So here, see, in this case, ask the user to enter the numbers and submit. So how many times the user is going to enter the numbers, I don't know before itself. He may enter one number, he may enter 10 numbers, he may enter 50 numbers. The number of iterations, I don't know. Iterations means how many number of times you have to execute the code. That is called as iteration. Iteration means repeating the code. One iteration means one time repeating the code. Two iterations means two times you are repeating the code. So if you don't know the number of iterations, how many times you have to repeat the same code, you don't know before itself, then simply you have to go with the while true. Always, not only in this example, anytime. In your real life, many of that many cases you are going to use while true. Okay, how many iterations we are going to do, we also don't know that one, right? So for example, let us take like this. You are going to try with some mathematical equation. I have given you some mathematical equation, where in this mathematical equation you have to substitute the value of some x value inside that, and you have to make a trial and error. Okay, let us assume there is a scenario, one equation where you are having with respect to a function with respect to x. Inside that equation, you have to fill with some value of x. Every time you have to change the value of x, and you have to check trial and error, purely trial and error, I am saying. So first you are going to substitute some x value and you will get some value, and you are going to compare with the RH. And if it is not satisfying, again you are going to say, I also don't know. In that case, we are going to use while true. Whenever the LHS and RHS are equal, then we'll stop automatically. Otherwise, we'll either increase the value or decrease the value. Any one we are going to do, either increase or decrease, right? So here, next coming to the next example called as with else part. Whenever the loop was executed without any break, else part will be printed, so that the user will understand that the given loop was never failed. So when we are going to use markets, similar with they purchase the medicines also in the America and Canada. Now in America, we are having with respect to, there is a particular medical shop is there where they have to take the medicines and they have to go to the bill counter. Now there is a person and he has selected all the medicines, 10 medicines he has selected, and he has went to the bill counter. First medicine they have scanned. Okay, second one, third one, fourth one. Whenever some medical requires prescription, some medicines doesn't require the prescription, some medicines requires the prescription. Whenever there is a prescription, it will show an error that says this medicine requires the prescription. Okay, so that error, it is displaying that error means then that particular medicine requires the prescription. If it is not showing that error means it is going to continue. So in the supermarkets or in the DMart, whatever the scan they are going to do now, one item after one item after one item, that is everything is in the loop only. First they are going to use the QR scanner coder, and with respect to they are going to scan that one, whatever the barcode or whatever the code is there. Once they scan that one, the bill amount will be entered. Automatically they will scan the second item. Again, the bill amount will be entered. And again, the process will be repeated. And finally, you're going to see the sum at the end, right? The same way here, whatever the example we have seen here, ask the user to enter the numbers and sum, right? Instead of numbers, ask the user to enter the items. Whatever the items are there, they are going to enter the items. Here, it is going to take only the items of the price. For the price, it is going to take as the input. That price will be added every time. Finally, it is going to display the final sum. Whatever the final sum is there, it is going to display, right? So what is meant by else means, else is used when the entire code was executed without any break statement. So when we are going to use this one means, if given particular work, whatever the work we have assigned, it was executed completely or it has break in between. That break might be in terms of anything. So here inside that we may write instead of break, we'll write here print Python we have written, right? Instead of that, we'll write print the loop entered into the break. Okay, something we are going to write as per our understanding, right? Purely based upon our requirement. For example, in the given list of items, none of the item is having any kind of problem. Every item is completed. So no item left in the list. So this statement has to be printed. When this statement will be printed, only the loop is executed without any kind of break. So that the user will understand that no item was left. Everything was successfully executed. Otherwise, it is not getting printed means somewhere it has break. The break was happened. It is not getting printed means, right? So now the same we are going to execute in the for loop, right? Now, what is the difference between the for loop and while loop? Both are common thing is called as loop. What is meant by loop means nothing but repeating the code. Common, whether it is a while loop or whether it is a for loop, repeating the code is called as loop. Now, in the repetition of the code, one is going to execute based on the condition. One will be executed based on the different way. That is for loop. Both are different. The process is different, but ultimately they are repeating the code. Whatever the block of code is there, the block will be repeated for multiple times, right? Now here, if you observe, okay, so I is equal to 1. I is equal to 1. J is equal to I plus 5. K is equal to J plus 10. Print I, J, K. What is I is equal to 1. J is equal to I plus 5 means 6. K is equal to 6 plus 10, 16. So 1, 6, 16. It is going to print 1, 6, 16. Similarly, this one. I is equal to 2, j is equal to again I plus 5, that is 7, k is equal to 7 plus 10, 17, print I, j, k, 2, 7, 17. I is equal to 3, j is equal to I plus 5, k is equal to j plus 10, print I, j, k. So now, 3, 8, 18. Now if you execute the code, here, this block, whatever the j is equal to I plus 5, k is equal to j plus 10, print I, j, k. These 3 lines of code is getting repeated every time, this part. The only difference is I value. For change in I value, this block of code is depending. Okay. So what I'm going to do for the same thing, whichever the block of code is getting repeated, that block of code first I'm going to copy. Okay. This is considered as the block of code. For that, what I'm going to do is for I in list, I'm going to take for I in list, where this L value for different L values, I'm going to consider L is equal to 1, 2, and 3. So L values I'm going to consider with L is equal to 1, 2, and 3. And here for I value for I in L. For I in L means now it is for loop. For loop means heading of for loop. For loop means for each item, write the heading as for loop. For loop is the heading. What is the meaning of for loop means? For each item. For each item in the given sequence. For each item in the given sequence. Execute the block of code. Execute the block of code. Okay. So for each item, execute the block of code. So now for each item, for I in means what is in membership operator. In L means first I value will be taken in L. This is a sequence. Okay. L is a sequence. So L is a sequence where L is equal to 1, 2, 3 we are having. So first I value will be taken as 1. Okay. First I value will be taken as 1 and execute the block of code. Once this is completed, now I is equal to 2, execute the block of code. I is equal to 3, execute the block of code. That is the meaning of for loop. For loop means for each item in the sequence. Whatever you are writing this side, in you are writing, right? After in, whatever you are writing, this should be the sequence. It can't be int, it can't be float, it can't be with respect to any kind of others which are not having the sequence items. Like what are the sequence items we are having is string. It can be string. Okay, where sequence of characters we are having. It can be list, it can be tuple, it can be with respect to set, it can be with respect to dictionary, where multiple items are there. So where we are having the sequence of items are available, multiple items are available, not with a single value, multiple values should be there. So whenever there is a multiple values are there, in that case only the for loop will work. How it is going to work means for I in, for I means each value. Here instead of I, if you are interested in anything means you can take as per your choice, not I only, compulsory. Whatever you are writing, now first I value will be taking in the sequence one value and it is going to execute this block of code. Once this block of code is executed, from here again it will come back to for loop. Again it will check a second value, that is 2. Again it will execute the block of code. Once again it will come back 3. Again it will execute. Again it will come back. Now 1, 2, 3 everything is completed. So automatically it will stop the block of code. So while loop will work till the condition satisfies. For loop will work till all the elements in the sequence is completed. Next point. For loop will work. For loop will work. For loop will work till all the items. Till all the items in the given sequence. Till all the items in the given sequence is completed. Next point. Once all the items are completed, next point. Once all the items are completed, once all the items in the given sequence are completed, once all the items in the given sequence are completed, automatically it will come out of the for loop and it will continue down part if anything is there, right? Automatically it will come out of the for loop. That's it. That is the point. From the for loop remaining everything is common. Down part whatever it is there, it is common, right? So just it is going to take for in sequence, the syntax down heading, next heading is syntax for loop. You have to write for small for anything, whatever the item name you want, whatever the item name, you can write that item name. Whatever you are interested, you can write that name. In compulsory, for is compulsory, in is compulsory. And the second one is sequence. For item name in sequence is the syntax. Some item name, whatever the name you want to assign, that is variable, temporary variable. This variable will take this value and enter into the loop. Sir, for example, I is equal to, you have taken like this. Inside that, okay, first let me execute this one. So you're going to get the same answer, whatever the above answer is there. Here it has taken 12 lines of code. Here it has taken for me 5 lines of code. Here 12 lines of code is there, right? The same 12 lines of code here I have got just in 5 lines. 7 lines has been reduced. So the same thing, which one you want to get repeated, that part you are going to consider here. Okay. Now, of course, we are having still more shortcuts available, but we'll move on to one by one, right? Now, sir, let us take like this, sir. L is equal to list of 1, 2, 3. Same example. Okay. For, as you said, for SRK, name it as SRK in L. Now, first SRK is equal to 1. It is going to create one variable called as SRK. Inside that, it is going to store the value called as 1. After 1, with the SRK is equal to 1, once the block of code is completed, SRK is equal to 2. That's it. Normal variable, one variable name. One value you have to take, means somewhere you have to store that one, right? So it is, you are going to store in a temporary variable called as SRK. Whatever you are writing, it is. Now, inside that, you are writing print SRK. Now, what is there inside the SRK? First, SRK is equal to 1 is there, enters into the block of code, and inside the block of code, only print SRK is there. So 1 will be printed. After that, now SRK is equal to 2. Again, it will continue. Again, after SRK is equal to 3. Print SRK. So 3 will be printed. 1, 2, 3. Right? Now, sir, instead of you have taken SRK as the variable, and inside also you have taken SRK. I don't want SRK, sir. Only DS. Print DS. Now, SRK is equal to 1. You have taken SRK is equal to 1 and entered. You are executing the block of code. What is meant by for loop? For each item in the sequence, execute the block of code. So, in the sequence 1, 2, 3, 3 values are there. Means how many times the for block has to be executed? 3 times. It is fixed. The number of iterations are fixed as number of values in the sequence. It is fixed. It is predetermined, right? It is not like while loop. Till the condition satisfies. How many times the condition will satisfy? We don't know. But here we know clearly how many times it is going to do. 3 times it is fixed. The number of values in the given sequence, how many values are there? That many number of times the for block will be executed. So here that for block will be executed 3 times. Now what is the for block is there? Block of code is print ds is the block of code. This is for, okay, this is called as block of code. This is called as sequence. Is that clear? So now first SRK is equal to 1. Entered into execute the block of code. Take SRK is equal to 1. Execute the block of code. SRK is equal to 2, execute the block of code. SRK is equal to 3, execute the block of code. First SRK is equal to 1, execute the block of code. Inside the block of code, what is there? Printed DS is there. Only DS will be printed. SRK is equal to 2. Again, print DS. SRK is equal to 3, print DS. Every time it is printing DS, DS, DS. 3 DSs will be printed. Sir, here you have taken SRK, whether we are not using inside SRK, right? Not compulsory. It is not compulsory. We have to use that word inside the block. It is not compulsory. You may use, you may not use. That is your choice. It is not compulsory. Right? You may use, you may not use. It is not compulsory that you have to use that SRK inside the block. For example, you are considering I means for I in L. For I in L means, now what happens? I is equal to 1, execute the block of code. I is equal to 2, execute. I is equal to 3, execute. 3 times you have to execute the block of code for 3 different values of I. Whether you may consider the I inside the block of code or not, that is your choice. You are not interested to consider means don't consider. If you are interested to consider means consider. Sir, here I, instead of I or SRK, can it take like something like 1 to 4 X? Something I can write like this? No. Because the value 1 is there, right? That value of 1 should be stored in a variable. This can't be a variable name, right? Variable name cannot be with respect to starting with numerical. So whichever the condition satisfies the variable name, that you can consider here. Simply it is going to store the value. First value it will store and it will execute the block of code. Nothing else is there inside that. It will take that value and it will execute the block of code. To store that value, some variable name is required. That variable name is this variable name. Is that clear? This is the variable name where it is getting stored. Now, so here if you write X also okay, if you write I also okay, SRK also okay, anything is okay. Not I only compulsory. You can take as per your name, your choice. Okay, there is no rule that you have to select this one only. For loop, the for loop in Python is used to iterate. Iterate means repeat the code. Whenever the word of iterate word is there, remember iterate means repeat. Iterate means repeat. Wherever it is in the Max also the same thing. Whether it is in the Python also same thing. Wherever it is, iterate means do the same thing. Doing the same thing is called as repetition. So for loop in Python is used to iterate over the sequence. Okay, the loop will continue till the last item in the sequence. For the last item, till you reach the last item in the sequence. The body of for loop is separated from the rest of the code by using indentation. Similar kind of while block. So for element, some name, some variable name in sequence and body of for loop. Okay, so it is going to take like this. For each item in the sequence, it will execute. Whether it is a last item, it will check whether it is a last item. No, loop means it will continue. For the still the last item, once the till the last item it has reached, whenever the last item was reached, automatically it will come out of the loop. Once everything are completed, including the last item, including the last. Okay, now here the most important concept called as range. There is one more concept called as range, which we have not done in the data structures. When I have explained the list and tuples, inside that the last one range also is there, right? So now range, what is meant by range? Range means it is nothing but series of numbers. Just it is a series of numbers. Okay, so it is going to generate a sequence of numbers within the given range. Whatever the values you have given, it is going to take within that. So range, basically the range function will have, basically the range is having three arguments. First one is called as start, from where you want to start. Second one is called as end, where you want to end. Third one is called as step, whether how much you want to increment or decrement. Okay, starting point, ending point, and step. If you don't write the starting point, by default it is going to consider end value. If you write only a single value, means it is end. If you write two values, the first value will come as start and second value will come as end. If you write three values, then only it is going to consider the start, end, and step. If you write only one value, means it is by default end value. Sir, end value, without end value, I can only give only starting value. No, somewhere you have to end, right? Here ending is most important. In the range function, the end is important. Than the starting point, ending point is important. For example, you have given range of 0, something. Infinite means where? Upper limit is nothing is there, means infinite only, right? Infinite values, it is printing infinite values also. When will stop them? It will never stop, it will never execute. How many times? That is indirectly equal to while true only, right? Again, you are coming back to the while true. So here, the range by default, it is going to consider the end number. If you write a single value, means end number. Example, let us take for this one example. Range of 10. Range of 10 means ending number is 10. What is the starting number then? 0. 0 is the starting, and it is going to consider from 0 to 10. 0 to 10 means in the end number is not included. This function was created in such a way that last number is not included. No, sir, I want last number also to be included, means take 11. Simple. Plus 1. You have to add plus 1 for that. Whatever the end is there, that one you have to add plus 1. So if you write only with 10, means the last number will not be included in the range. In that way, this function was created. This is created for that purpose, where the starting value is 0 and ending value is 9. So 0 to 9, it is going to take the values. So once we execute range of 10 means 0 to 10. Now, if you want to see the values, list of values means you have to use list of range of 10. Now you can see the values also 0 to 9. By default, it is going to generate only the numbers. Alphabets you can't get in the range function. Range function is not used for text data. Range function is used only for the numbers. Fixed, always fixed. Range is used only for numbers. That too, sequence of numbers. In the sequential order only. You can't get as per your choice. Random, it is not going to generate randomly. It is going to generate sequential order. This function was created for generating the sequence of numbers. Sir, what is the use of creating sequence of numbers, sir? Wherever it is used, use that one. If it is not useful, means don't use. Simple. If you feel that sequence of numbers are important in this program, is in that case, you select the range function. Right? Now, starting and ending. This is option number 1, where you are having with respect to range of directly single value end. So this is considered as a single value. Single value means automatically end value only. If you are having two values, that is starting and ending. So range of, I'm going to write range of 1 to 10. 1 to 10 means starting with 1, ending with 10, but 10 should not be included. Means 1 to 9. If you execute like this, it is going to print range of 1 to 10 only. But you want to see the numbers. Inside the numbers, if you want to see, means you have to take as a list or tuple of or set of as per your choice. It is going to take from 1. If you don't write this one, automatically by default, it is going to consider the 0. If you have written 0, comma also, the same thing. Both are same. Above and below, both are same. First value, if you don't write also, by default, it will consider 0 only. Right? Is that clear? Sir, I want to include 10 also. Then take 11. Now, third option, increment or decrement. Step means either positive direction or negative direction. Anything is okay. Now you are writing with respect to range of 0 to 10 with an increment of 2 plus. So plus 2, it is going to take 0, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 should not be included. It will stop at the 8. Right? So if you want to include 10 also, means you can write with 11. Is that clear? That is list of range of values. Sir, now here earlier in this for loop example, we have considered this one with a list of 1, 2, 3. You have taken like this. Instead of writing list of 1, 2, 3, if I remove this one, for I in range of 1 to 4. Now what is meant by range of 1 to 4? 1, 2, 3. So now I value is equal to 1, I is equal to 2, I is equal to 3. This is the example. So if you write like this, whatever the previous example you are having, that is 1, 2, 3. And you have got executed the answer like this. The same code I'm copying. Okay, instead of list of 1, 2, 3. So wherever the L is there, the instead of L I'm considering as range of 1 to 4, because 3 should be included. So if I execute this one, answer will be the same for I. Right? This one and this one answers are both are same. Here also the for I in L also the answer is same. For I in range of 1 to 4 also same. Because both are same only, right? It is also having 1 to 3 values. It is also having. For example, here instead of 1 to 3, you are having one of the number called as string, Siva. Something you are having like this. Then you have to take list only. There is no other option. Then you have to go with the list only or tuple, where the strings also can be as the items. Range cannot store the strings. Range cannot be used for that one. Okay, you are having only the numbers, purely numbers are there. That two serial numbers are there or sequence of numbers are there. Then it can be used. Sir, range is almost similar to slicing operation. In the slicing also the same. In the slicing also, if you give only one number, it is the end number. By default, the slicing will take the starting value as 0. And last number is not included. There also we can write the step. Slicing and range is almost same. Where slicing will be applied only for the sequence of characters, but range will be generating the numbers. Is that clear? Now, here for loop. So for loop, what is a for loop? Means for, now see here, for I in range of 1 to 4. Now what is 1 to 4 means 1, 2, 3. Now 1, 2, 3. Now I value is equal to 1, execute the for block. I is equal to 2, execute the for block. I is equal to 3, execute the for block. Completed. Right? For I in range of simple. For I in range of 1 to 4 means first you write the meaning of what is meant by I in range of 1 to 4. Write in the notes. For I in range of 1 to 4. Take the heading as for I in range of 1 to 4. What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? For I in range of 1 to 4. Example. What is the meaning of this? Means I is equal to 1. Execute the block of code. I is equal to 2. Execute the block of code. I is equal to 3. Execute the block of code. because range of 1 to 4 means just 1, 2, 3. I value should be 1, I should be 2, I should be 3. Is that clear? That is the meaning of for I in range of 1 to 4 means. Okay. For I in list means in the list first item, I is equal to first item, I is equal to second item, I is equal to third item. For I is equal to first item, execute the block of code. I is equal to second item, execute the block of code. I is equal to third item, execute the block of code. Right? Now, here, see this one. For I in range of 1 to 4. So here to here, this is the block of code. This is out of block of code. Just after once this part is completed, everything is completed, next it will come out of the block. Out of the block, what is there in the next line? It is going to see this one, that is SRK is there. So once the entire for block is completed, now it will come down to that and it will execute the SRK. If the same print is inside the block of code, means SRK also will be printed multiple times. Since it is outside, it is going to print only one time. How we will understand whether this is inside the block or outside the block means based on the indentation. Similar kind of while loop. There is no difference. Loops will have the same concept. Right? Now, here, next, let us take this one. Now tell me what is the answer of this. For I in range of 4. For I in range of 4 means 0 to 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. So first I is equal to 0, execute the block. I is equal to 1, execute the block. I is equal to 2, execute the block. I is equal to 3, execute the block. First I is equal to 0, execute the block. What is there inside the block? Print I. What is the I value? 0. So it is going to print the 0. After that 1, after that 2, after that 3. Now the same thing, by default, it is going to take each time. This is individual program, but the same program was repeating for multiple times. Basically, this is one of the program, but this program you are repeating for multiple times. Same program you are repeating. For example, you are writing here with print 1, print 0, print 1, print 2, print 3, print 4. Like this, if you write means print, you are writing 4 times the print. Basically, print only. That is one line only, but that one line is getting repeated for multiple times, right? Now here, what by default, the end is considered as next line. Once this 0 is completed, the next value will come in the next line, basically. But I want side by side, both of them side by side means I'm going to write end is equal to space. 0 space, 1 space, 2 space, and 3 space. 3 after that also will have the space. Right? Next. Now, what is the answer of this one, guys? So SRK in sequence, first SRK is equal to 1. Execute the block. That is SRK plus 10. That is 1 plus 10, 11. So print 11. So 11 will be printed. After that, SRK is equal to 2. Next, 2 plus 10. That is 12. SRK is equal to 3. 3 plus 10, 13. SRK is equal to 4. 4 plus 10. Now J value is 14. Print J, 14. SRK is equal to 5. J is equal to 5 plus 10. Print J, 15. So 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. This is the values. Right? For each item, for SRK is equal to 1, it is doing executing the block of code. Execute next 2, execute the block of code. 3, execute the block of code. 4, execute. 5, execute. Next, this one. What is the output of this? Yeah, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. 1 should not be included. 1 is not included means 0 also not included, right? So no discussion. So 10 to 2 in the reverse order, right? Sir, in the sequential order you have printed, I want the same thing in the list. Then what I have to do? Copy this one and keep in the list. List of. For loop will print in the next line. Whereas if you want in the list means list. This is option number 1. There is one more option also is there. Okay, one more option also is there. What is one more option means? First, you have to take whatever the value is there, this value, 10 value, you have to add in the list. So what I'm going to do, L dot append. I'm going to take append. Append is there, right? Append of I value. So this I value, whatever the 10 value is there, this should be appended in the list. Where, which list? L. Sir, where is L, sir? First L you have to assign. L is equal to empty list. Now inside this empty list, it is going to append. Append means where it is going to add at the end only, right? Automatically at the end. So first 10 will be taken, 10 will be added at the end. 8, next 8 will be added at the end. Next 6 will be added at the end. 4 and next 2. So it is going to add like this. Okay, add it, but it is not printing. So I want to get print. Print also you want means print that one. You want one time printer, multiple times you want to printer. If you want to print multiple times, print L. So now you can see first 10 is added, after that 10 8, after that 6 is added, after that 4 is added, after that 2 is added. No sir, this many times no need of print. One time only is sufficient. Keep it out. One time. This is one way, this is one way. Right? So in the, for example, if they ask you print list of values from 100 to 0, even numbers. 100 to 0, not 0 to 100. 100 to 0, even numbers. Now what you are going to select? 100 to 0. Whether 0 should be added or 0 should not be added. That is, if you want including the 0 miss, include the 0. If you're not included miss, not include the 0 as per your choice. So you are having from this one. Sir, instead of this, can I write in a different way? Let us take like this, 0 to 100 in a plus dot reverse. This is a list, right? List dot reverse also we are having, right? Now, whatever the list of values we are having, this dot reverse. So I'm going to store this one in a L variable called as L. L is equal to list of this one. Okay. Now the list, everyone knows list of range of 100. First, let us see this part. So what? 0 to 98. I want 100 also. 100 also should be included in this 101. So 0 to 100. Now this one, can I keep in L? I'm going to store in the L. Okay, L. Now L dot reverse and print L. Right? 0 to 100, 100 to 0 in a reverse order, even numbers. Sir, the same thing can you take here? 100 to 0 in a reverse order. Right? Sir, the same thing can you take like this? List of range of. Right? So you're going to get in the same way, this is a list, this is a list, and this is also a list. 3 different options are there. Sir, which one is correct, sir? Whichever you feel easy, that is correct. As per your choice. Maybe one more also is there. Maybe one more also is there. Using while loop also you can create. Using while loop also we can do the same. Right? So whichever you feel easy, that is best choice. Right? So in the Python, no one is going to ask you the question that, yeah, unless they ask you using the for loop only, you have to do miss, then we have to execute using the for loop only. If they ask you to do using while loop miss, you have to do using while loop only. If they ask you only the answer miss, anything as per your choice. List of 0 to 100. They ask you list of 0 to 100. This is the question. Choice is yours. You don't need to ask that interviewer, sir, should I use for loop or should I use while loop? Don't ask that question. You only do as per your choice. He has not given in the question now. Utilize that one. Whichever you feel easy, show that answer. Unless he asks you a question that write the program to print all the even numbers in a list from 100 to 0. 100 to 0 means automatically it is in the reverse order only. No, again, no need to ask, sir, it is reverse order. Don't ask that one. 0 to 100 in a reverse order, either they will say the word of 0 to 100 in reverse order or 100 to 0. Simple. 100 to 0 means automatically reverse only, right? Starting point is 100, ending point is 0. Directly, they only have given the hint for us. Range, you have to consider the starting point as 100. That is a big advantage for us. For example, 0 to 100 in reverse order, they have told. Reverse order. Reverse means step should be negative. Reverse order means step should be negative. The word of reverse, whenever you see the reverse word, slicing, in the slicing, the last one should be negative. Simple. Reverse means negative. In the one step you want in the negative direction means -1 is a decrement. You want two steps back means -2. That's it. Whenever you see the word of reverse, fix negative indexing. Is that clear? Now, so here for this program, yesterday we have done the same kind of program using the while loop. Whenever you want to do the sum, we have to initialize the sum with 0, and after that, whatever the sum is there, for every value we have to add. Now the same thing I'm using the for loop. That is while loop. This is for loop. Now tell me what is the answer of this one? So first one value will be added. 0 plus 1. 1 is the output. After that, 1 plus 4. 5 is the output. For 5 plus 14, 19 is the output. 19 plus 10, 29. Now finally, I'm asking only the final sum. So final sum is 29. If I ask the same thing inside now, 1, 5, 19 and 29, everything will be printed. Every sum will be printed. After adding every number, what is the final output will be printed. Now the same example for loop I have shown you. Now what is while loop? For I, here list is there, list of values are there. So what you are going to use? Index numbers you are going to use. I of 0. So L of 0. You are going to increment L of 0. Till how many times you are going to use that one? This is L of 0, L of 1, L of 2, L of 3. So till I is less than or equal to 3. When it is more than 3, you should not do that one, because indexing, it will get the index out of the range. Is it clear? That is while block. This is for loop. Right? Now, for this one, write a program for the sum of n natural numbers. The same example we have done in the last class. Last class we have done using the while loop. Now we are doing the same example by using the for loop. So n natural numbers. I'm taking n natural numbers as 5. Now what happens? 0 plus 1. Sum is 1. Next 1 plus 2. Sum is 3. 3 plus 3. Sum is 6. 6 plus next number 4. Sum is 10. 10 plus next number 5. 15. So it is going to give the 15 as the output. If I write the same sum inside, sum is inside, then 1, 3, 6, 10, 15. Every sum will be printed. Final sum and every sum. Right? Now, I already have shown you this append function. How we have to use the append. Append is automatically adds at the end. The list, empty list is there. Availability of empty list is also available for us. So directly take the empty list and add the value of this one. So now take this one. What is the output of this one? First, I in L. I in L means I value in L. L means this is the sequence. I is equal to first 4. Execute the block. I is equal to 9. Execute the block. I is equal to 14. Execute the block. I is equal to 20. Execute the block. I is equal to 1. Execute the block. I is equal to 4. Execute the block. That is 4 plus 10. 14. E dot append of A. What is inside the E means first empty list is there. So inside the empty list, it is going to append the 14 value. Already E is having some something like this. E is of 1, 2, 3. Something already is there means after E 1, 2, 3, 14 will be added. And not only that, right? At the end, that value will be added. 1, 2, 3, 14. After that, 19. After that, 24. After that, 30. After that, 11. So print E is 1, 2, 3 is common, and each value is appended at the end. Right? If it is an empty list, you are going to get 14, 19, 20, 30, 30. For every value you have added plus 10. In the given list, for every value you have added plus 10. This program is adding 10 for each and every value in the list. For that, this is the program. Now here, how many lines of code is there? Total 6 lines of code is there. Total 6 lines of code. Okay, if I remove the lines, okay. So 6 lines of code is there we are having. Now these 6 lines of code, now what I'm going to do means, now what is the L is there? L is equal to 4, 9, 14, 21, right? Now, this is the input. In this case, input, this is the output. So for this is the input. They have given a list of values for you. In the interview, they'll give like this only. So they'll give you the list of values. Take some list of values like this, this, this. Okay, you have taken. For this list of values, add for every value 10. Okay, now here, we have written the 5 lines of code for that. For adding 10, we have used 5 lines of code. In the future, we are going to use NumPy, import NumPy. Okay, so we are going to use NumPy library. Inside the NumPy library, np.array, there is a function called as it will give the output like this. Where just 2 lines of code we are going to use in the further. Why I have shown you this one? As of now, it was not completed. Don't write this one also in the notes. Ignore. Okay. Just why? What is the purpose of showing this one? Miss NumPy is purely working on the single thing called as for loop. If you know for loop and if list miss, list plus for loop is called as NumPy. NumPy miss list plus for loop. If you know the list and for loop miss, NumPy is completed. A small, simple one. Right? Now, just for understanding of that one only, I have told you. NumPy means list plus for loop. So focus on the for loop very clearly. Practice for multiple times. For loop is most important in entire Python. In the entire Python, which part is most important part means for loop. If you understand for loop means almost 90% of the Python you have understand. Right? Now, here we are having with respect to the next program, that is list of 1, 3, 5, 7. Now here you are going to do the index product of numbers. For product of numbers, we have to initialize with 1. If it is sum means we have to initialize with 0. If it is product means we have to initialize with 1. That's it. Right? And the same P is equal to P into I. Right? And if you want every time you want to print the P means you print the P. That is 1 into 3, 1 into 1 first. That is 1. After that 1 into 3, 3. After that 3 into 5, 15. After that 15 into 7, 105. Is that clear? Next, here I want to write a Python program to get all the even numbers from a given range. Both of them are inclusive. Okay, the person will tell you what is the starting number and ending number. Now, sir, for that, why for loop, sir? Simply go with the range, sir. List of range of. Tell what is the starting number, sir? 14 to 25. Even numbers you want, right? 2. Completed. Then why for loop for all these things? Okay, this is very simple. But if the starting number is even number, okay. If the starting number is odd number, then it is going to print all the odd numbers. The starting number is even means easy, simple example. If the starting number the user has entered, whatever the user is going to enter, we don't know. The starting number, for example, the user has entered with respect to, assume it is an odd number, then odd numbers only will be printed, right? So ask the user to enter the starting number, ask the user to enter the end number, both of them. So I'm entering the starting number as 13 and ending number as 25. Now, for I in range of 13, inclusive, both are inclusive means last one should be included. Last one should be included means that whatever the last value is there, end plus 1 you have to take. Now, automatically range is equal to 13 to 26. 13 to 26 means automatically 13 to 25. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 25. Up to 25 it is going to consider. So it is going to print all the even numbers because only the even numbers, only the condition satisfies only we have to print. If it is not satisfying the condition means it should not be printed. Is that clear? So now can I write the same program in a different way? Like this way, something. Enter the first number, even, whatever the number. Assume, first I will check the condition. First, whatever the starting number is there, if the starting number is divisible by 2 and remainder is equal to 0, okay, 0, okay, if it is equal to 0, okay, fine, for me no problem. If it is not equal to 0, assume it is not equal to 0, then only the problem, right? We are having the problem when it is not equal to. If it is equal to, not a problem. Start value, I am going to convert the start value is equal to start plus 1. If it is not equal to 0 means I will convert that value with plus 1. Remaining is everything is same. Now inside this print type. Okay, so let us enter the first value 13, enter the second value 25. First, what it is going to do, these two lines are completed. First, it will come to here. Start is equal to 13. 13 divisible by 2. No. Since it is no, start is equal to start plus 1. Now, what is the start value? 14. Now, here 14 to 26. 26 means up to 25. 14 to 25 it is going to consider and it is going to print every value. Sir, I don't want every value. Increment 2 now. So increment 2. Again 13, 25. Now, what is the difference between this one and this one? Both are same, right? Here also you are printing the 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. In the both the cases, the answer is same. There, if condition you have written outside, here if condition you have written inside. But if condition is mandated because you have to check whether the starting number is even or odd. Otherwise, it is going to be a problem. This is one way. This is one way. Choice is yours. Whichever you feel easy, that is the best one. Starting number should be, for example, one of the student is writing, sir, 13 minus 1. Can we do minus 1? Then what happens? 12 also will be included. What is the question they asked? Within the given range. In the given range, 12 is there. In the given range, 12 is not there. In the given range means they have given the range is 13 to 25. Within 13 to 25, you take any value. You should not cross more than 25. You should not go less than 13. Is that clear? Is that clear, guys? Next, multiplication table. As everyone knows, 2 1s are is equal to 2. 2 2s are 4. 2 3s are 6. 2 4s are 8. Inside that, into is common, equal to is common. The first number also common. Only the values of 2 ones are, 2 twos are. So after 2 into whatever you are going to write, that one will change. That number will change along with the output value will change. But whatever the first number is there, first number will be constant. Into also will be constant. After that, whatever the number you are going to write, that number will change. After that, is equal to also will be constant. Again, after that, value will change. So the same thing I'm writing here. So here, whatever the value is there, so A is equal to input of enter the multiplication table. Whatever the table you want, write that number. That number will be in the string format. So I'm converting to the int format. So now, whatever the number they have entered, I'm going to use the same number. Into means fixed. It is not going to change. I value every time it has to change from 1 to 10. 2 ones are 2 to 2 tens are 20. If you want up to 10 means you have to take this value. And this value is nothing but A into I. Now what happens if I execute 2? So 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 6. Like this, it is getting printed. Now what is changing? 2 is always fixed. A is equal to whatever the 2 is there. 2 is always fixed. It is not going to change. Just I value is taking from 1 to 11. I value changes. A value is not changing. Only I is changing. So this block of code is getting printed for how many times? 10 times it is getting printed. 10 times it is getting printed in the like this. Is that clear? Multiplication table. Right? Next concept is called as factorial. Now factorial program. What is meant by factorial? Factorial means nothing but 5. What are the 5 factorial is there? 5 into 4 factorial. Means 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So just whatever the number they have given, you have to do from 1 to that number, you have to multiply. Product of numbers till that number. Product of n natural numbers is called as factorial. Product of n natural numbers. 5, if you have taken 5 means product of n natural numbers. Instead of adding 5, n is equal to 5. Write the program for that now. Write the program. Product of n natural numbers, write the program for product of n natural numbers. Forget about the factorial. Remove the factorial in your brain. Write the product of n natural numbers. Write a program for product of n natural numbers. Till what number you want? That one. So input the n number. Enter a number. Enter a number. Okay. So this should be converted to int. So int of whatever the number. So whenever you want a product, I told you the product should be assigned with 1. Now for I in range of 0 or with respect to 1 to n. N also should be included means n plus 1. Then only n will be included. Otherwise n will not be included. Colon. After that, what I have to do? P is equal to P into I. That's it. Right? Now print P. Print P. So I'm entering as 5. So 5 is 120. That is, every time I want to print the P means first 1 into 1, 1. After that 1 into 2, 2. 2 into 3, 6. 6 into 4, 24. 24 into 5. That is 120. So it is going to print 1, 2, 6, 24, 120. So 5 factorial is nothing but 120. Both are same. Sir, instead of this, can you take in a negative order? Okay, negative. From n, where is the starting value? N. Okay, n2. Till what you want? 1 till 1. 1 should be included or not? Included. 1 should be included means till 0. So automatically 1 only. So 5 to 1. So 5 to 1. So first I value is equal to 5. After that I value is equal to 4. After that. Right? So n is equal to 5. You have entered n is equal to 5. I value is equal to 5 to 0. Now what are the different I values? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When it will consider that one means if you are considering in the negative direction, step should be -1. Otherwise it will not consider. Okay. Now 5. So first 5 will be taken. 5 into that. After that, finally, whatever the final output is there, which is nothing but 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 till 1. Which is nothing but 120. So you are going to get 120. The same to same here also. Factorial program is nothing but product of n natural numbers. Both are same. Right? The same thing I have written here. 5 factorial, automatically answer is 120. Just starting value to ending value, 1 should be included with a decrement of -1. Now the same for loop, we are having once again the break. We can use the same kind of break. Same kind of else part also is available. Else also is available. Else also will be executed. Whenever the break is not executed, else will be executed. If break got executed, else will not be executed. Just whatever we have done in the while loop, the same thing. So this part we'll see in the tomorrow's class. The nested for loop, within the loop, again, one more loop is called as nested for loop. Nested for loop along with the break and continue and else part of the for loop we'll see in the tomorrow's class and we'll close. Right? Now, I have given you the assignment for adding your phone number, sum of digits in your phone number, right? Now that one you have done it earlier in the while loop. Now the same example you do using the for loop. Again, the assignment is same question with for loop. Okay. And tomorrow I'm going to give you one more assignment. Okay. That assignment is, of course, we have to use nested for loop. Okay. Nested for loop. We inside the for loop, again for loop. Okay. If in meanwhile, if you want to give a try miss, you can try today itself if you want. If you don't want miss, tomorrow only you can try. But that first you have to give me the output of your sum of four numbers. I mean, whatever the phone number is said, the sum of the digits till you get the single value using the for loop. Yesterday's example assignment is using while loop. Today's assignment is using for loop. Same example. Right? Nested for loop. Using nested for loop, what is the assignment you have to give a try miss? Nothing but you have to select some bike number, bike registration number or car registration number, one registration number. In India, what is the registration number? How many digits will be there in the registration number? 4 numbers, right? 4 digits. It is going to consist of only 4 digits. So I want the 4-digit number which satisfies the certain conditions. I'm having some conditions are there, certain conditions are there. So if you want, you can take the question. I want a 4-digit number which satisfies the conditions. Four-digit number which satisfies the conditions. Condition number 1. All the 4 digits should be in the increasing order. Whatever the 4 digits are there, all the 4 digits should be in the increasing order. That is condition number 1. Condition number 2. The last number should be 9. The last digit, whatever the out of 4 digits, the last digit should be 9. That is condition number 2. Condition number 3, the sum should be 8. The sum of 4 digits, if you add, till you get the single digit. Till you get the single digit, if you add means the sum should be 8. Which number satisfies these 3 conditions? That one. That numbers you have to print. That too in a list. I want a list of numbers which satisfies the following condition. Question is list of 4-digit number. List of 4-digit number which satisfies the following conditions. List of 4-digit numbers which satisfies the following conditions. Is the question is clear? Example. One of the number I'm saying, example, 0, 1, 7, 9. That is one of the number, not individual. That is completely one item in a list. One item. That is one item in a list. Like that, how many items you are going to get? I also don't know. I also don't know. Right? That is one of the example. If you do that one, 0 plus 1, what is 1? 1 plus 7, 8. 8 plus 9, 17. Again, if you do the total, it is 8. The condition satisfies. Condition satisfies. All the numbers are increasing order. Last number is 9. And sum is 8. I don't want the list of numbers directly. Don't see from, write the values directly from 0 to 10,000. Don't write the numbers and see which condition satisfies. I want the Python program. Okay. I don't want the print only. I want the Python program for that. Right? So, from, yeah, I'll be adding the books. So Priyanka is asking, sir, add the books. Yes. Is that clear, guys? Question once again. List of 4-digit numbers. List of 4-digit numbers which satisfies the following condition. Conditions. Which satisfies the following conditions. Not one condition. Conditions. Condition number 1. All the 4 digits should be in the increasing order. No 2 digits also should be the same. So 0, 0, 8, 9 is okay? No. 0, 0 also not in increasing order, right? Every digit should be increasing only. Every digit should be increasing only. All the 4 digits should be in the increasing order. Condition number 2, the sum should be equal to 8 till you get a single digit. If you get 54 means again you have to add 5 plus 4. Okay, one more time you have to add. Okay, so the single digit sum should be equal to 8 and the last digit should be 9. Right? Is that clear, guys? Based on that condition, you have to write a program. Recently, when I have purchased my bike, almost 8 months back, okay, at the time I went for registration office and for bike registration. So I can choose my favorite number. So this is my requirements. I told to the executive, whoever the executive will be there, right, in the registration office, some person will be there, right? So to that person, I have told these are the conditions. You can select any number of these conditions. He told me, Bhaiya, don't tell the conditions. Give the list of numbers. So that if it is available means I will allot. Give the list of numbers, not with respect to the conditions. Oh, list of numbers. Then I can't write all the numbers and I can't do the tick marks, right? So then I have written the program and I have bought the list, and whatever the list is there, that list I have shared to him. Okay. Later you are going to convert that list into an Excel or whatever in future. We'll do all those things, right? I want the list of numbers. In that, one of the number is my bike also. By my bike number is that one, right? So just you have to satisfy 3 conditions. Increasing order, sum should be 8 and last number should be 9. That's it. Clear, guys? That will be done by using nested for loop. You can't get by using a single for loop. Nested for loop only you can get that one. That tomorrow's that assignment you have to do easily miss. Today's assignment you have to do first. If you know the sum till you get the single digit, then that will be easy, because today's assignment is the part of tomorrow's assignment. Tomorrow's assignment is the part of day after tomorrow's assignment. Day after tomorrow's assignment is the part of the NumPy assignment. They are connected to each other. Okay. If one of them you have got from your friend, miss, everything you have to get from your friend only. Okay. If you ask for one question for your friend help, miss, for all the questions you have to ask your friend only help, because everything are connected to each other. Right, guys? That's it. Yeah, we'll meet tomorrow.